The anime begins with Shin Wolford working in his office. His colleagues offer him to go drink beer, but he has a lot of work to do. On his way home from the workplace, Shin was struck by a car and killed instantly. He is given a second chance at life in a different magical realm, where he lives with his grandfather, Merlin Wolford. He can use his magic powers at the age of 8. He remembers how he lived on Earth. Shin was taken from a carriage that had been assaulted by a demon and was the only one to survive thanks to his grandfather, who reared him. His grandfather instructs him in the art of magic, and he also wants him to learn how to work with magic. His grandfather has 2 friends named Michelle and Melita, who often visit them. At the age of 10, Shin kills a demon they both encounter. Merlin's friends Michelle and Melita praise Shin's accomplishments and discuss Merlin's past. Shin is told by Merlin that he is not his real grandson and that he discovered him in the carriage, although Merlin is unaware of Shin's parents. Shin thanks Merlin for bringing him up, and Merlin gets emotional. Shin turned 15 recently, and they are now celebrating his birthday. All the people ask him about his plans, and he shows his interest in visiting the town. They are all taken aback to find that Shin exclusively studies magic. Shin transports them to another barren place, where Merlin asks Shin to show his magical abilities. Shin makes an explosion by using his fire magic. They all chastise Merlin for teaching him such harmful magic. They all determine that he will be sent to the Magical Academy. Uncle Dyceum recommends accompanying Shin to the Magic Academy. He rules Earlshide as its king, and he tells how Merlin and Melita once saved him from a demon, and they have been friends since then. After 6 months, Shin heads toward the capital with Merlin and Melita, where they are warmly welcomed. Shin is surprised to see the Veep treatment everyone gives them. Melita helped Merlin fight a demon that had once destroyed an entire city, according to his account of the incident. Shin wanders the streets and buys different things for the first time. While walking, he sees some boys teasing a girl in the street. He defends the girl by defeating the boys in combat. The girl thanks him, while Shin is mesmerized to see another beautiful girl. Shin is thanked by Maria and Cecilian for saving them, and they also introduce to one another. Maria and Cecilian are both Academy students. Cecilian feels shy when Shin shakes hands with her. Maria is a huge fan of Merlin and Melita, and she is eager to meet their grandson, but they are unaware that Shin is Merlin's grandson. Shin appeals to Cecilian. On the day of the examinations, when Kurt makes Shin step aside, they get into a fight. They were interrupted by August, who later comments on Shin's reply to Kurt. Shin refers to him as his cousin after he introduces him as Dis's son. They soon start talking frankly, and Maria and Cecilian are perplexed as to why Shin is acting so casually with August. Each of them takes both written and practical tests. Despite being given the order to control it, Shin destroys the objective and topples the academy. All the other students cannot perform well, and they are all surprised to see Shin's powers. Shin is provided with his enchanted uniform and encouraged to speak at the ceremony. Kurt is furious at Shin for causing his shame, and he vows that Shin will have to pay for this. Melita encourages Shin to keep his uniform a secret when he uses his magical abilities to enchant it. Merlin and Melita attend the entrance ceremony. Cecilian and Maria are shocked to learn Shin's identity after he gives a speech. Kurt is gnashing his teeth angrily to see Shin on stage. Cecilian tells Shin that a boy has been teasing her, and her chat with Shin incites anger in Kurt, and he warns Shin to get away from her because she is his fiancée. Cecilian refuses Kurt and is ready to break the engagement. But Kurt threatens her, and Kurt is halted by August. Shin advises Cecilian to be careful with Kurt. He also invites them to his house where they are welcomed. Shin introduces all of them to Merlin and Melita. He requests that Melita enchant Cecilian's uniform for her safety, but she refuses, claiming that she is not worthy because enchanting a uniform costs a huge amount of money. Melita consents to enchant her uniform as well. Cecilian feels regret for tricking Shin, but Melita reveals she was testing him. She then enchants her uniform. With the aid of a magic gate, he also leads them to the house in the forest where he once lived with his grandfather. Shin says goodbye to Merlin and Melita. Melita advises him to be prudent. Cecilian attends school with Shin, whom August makes fun of. Their teacher takes them to the school and discusses the various study groups with them there. Shin creates a study group named Ultimate Magic Group on the advice of August. Everyone wishes to join Shin's group, but only 5 students and 1 faculty member are allowed. The king is notified that there have been more demon sightings this year, and he gives the order to look into it and recruit the Demon Hunter Society. Kurt's father chastises him for acting badly at the academy, but he responds that since he is unique and chosen, he deserves better than other people. His father confines him to the room as a kind of punishment. Kurt's father wonders why he's behaving like that. The next day, August informs Shin and others about Kurt. Shin is informed that Kurt was quite nice before visiting Strom's lab. Strom is in exile from the Empire, employs unique magic, and wears an eye patch. Kurt's mother begs Strom to talk to Kurt to bring him to his senses because Kurt thinks of Strom as his teacher. Because Shin has gotten in the way of Kurt and Sicilian, he teaches Kurt some magical techniques to use against Shin and tells him that he is special. Strom is planning to use Kurt for his benefit. August advises Shin and Sicilian to attend school together, although there's no danger now. When they learn that Shin killed a demon, they are all shocked, and Shin tells them how he defeated the demon. Shin feels some ill will, while Kurt reaches there and assaults Shin. Shin's hands are injured while holding a magic barrier against Kurt, but he heals himself with the use of magic. He realizes that Kurt is demonized, and he orders August and everyone else to leave before deciding to confront Kurt, since Strom has stigmatized him. August instructs others to tell the teachers about it. Sicilian does not want to leave Shin alone, but August asks Maria to take her away. Shin is shocked to see that Kurt can speak after being demonized because he has never heard about it. Kurt is prepared to set off an explosion that might destroy the capital, despite Shin's best efforts to stop him. When he is left with no other option, Shin has to kill Kurt. All the shocked students, including Sicilian, come to see Shin. Shin questions whether being a demon is simple, and he makes the assumption that Kurt was turned into a demon and subjected to human experimentation. According to his grandfather, a man can only howl when he is a demon, but Kurt can speak. Shin is honored, welcomed, and given a First Order Merit Award by the King Earlshide upon entering the institution. Melita and Merlin object, but Dis insists, saying that they should accept it for the sake of the people. Shin gets fame in the capital, and every girl in the capital wants to join his study group. When the king learns that demonoid Kurt is in the possession of someone, he instructs Dis to look into the situation. Two new students, Mark and Olivia, enter Shin's group, and Shin requests that Mark craft him a new weapon. Because Kurt encountered him on the day he was demonized, several investigators visited Strom to conduct their investigations. I questioned Strom about the eye patch. Strom explains that he was born into a noble family. He was attacked and lost his sight. Strom tells them that all of the students in his study group have improved their magical abilities. Strom is invited to examine Kurt's corpse. In the school cafeteria, Mark offers a fresh perspective on Shin's weapon. He says he will make a weapon whose blade is replaceable. Kurt's body is discovered to be in custody when Strom goes to investigate it. He is surrounded by soldiers and asked how he knew Kurt was demonized. Although Kurt's name was kept secret, he reveals that he used Kurt's body for experimentation. Strom gets ready to attack the army while Shin and August arrive and join the fight. The commander instructs August to run away by telling him that it was Strom who demonized Kurt. Shin gets furious to learn this and attacks Strom, but he dodges his attack. Strom then breaks Shin's magic sword and takes off the patch from his eyes. Shin realizes that Strom is also demonized after seeing his red eyes. Finally, Strom is killed by an explosion created by Shin. All the people thank Shin for saving them from Strom. The captain of the court, Rupert Olgran, introduces himself to Shin and appreciates him. He then asks Shin how he created the explosion. Shin explains to them how he diverted the light and created a heat ray to cause the explosion. Maria likes the toilets in Shin's house while Melita inquires about Shin and Sicilian. And Maria responds that Shin is Sicilian's first love and that they are both crazy about one another. Shin informs August that Strom is still alive and will be sponsored by the royal family. August says to Shin that he is the only one who can fight Strom. He asks Shin to equip himself with what he needs. When they all come to Mark's workshop, Mark and Olivia are delighted to see them. They tease Mark and Olivia by asking why they are together so early in the morning. August requests that Mark's father help Shin create a weapon, and he agrees at once. To seize control of the kingdom of Earlshire, Zest from the Blusphia Empire is gathering information on it. He is looking for a chance to take over the Earlshire kingdom. Shin purchases a ring for Sicilian and enchants it to protect her. Sicilian feels shy when Shin puts the ring on her finger. Shin is honored and welcomed at the award ceremony and given the First Order Merit Award by the King of Earlshire. Shin enters the academy through a magical gate due to the large audience waiting outside of his house to see him. He tells them that this is relocation magic that connects two places. To help his group members level up, Shin sets up a class. They learn how to create a magic barrier from Shin. They all practice to make a magic barrier. Shin also shows some of his magic tricks. Master Strom is gathering information about the Earlshed Kingdom in Blusvia Castle. Shin's entire group travels to meet Merlin. Shin tells them about the crowd. They learn through Merlin that Shin consistently prioritizes methods over results. Merlin tells them that Shin can only visualize the magic, but they can also learn it. Merlin and Melita discuss Shin and his amicable abilities. The group then visits Lin's house, where she is practicing magic in her house. Shin receives a weapon from Mark's father that has a trigger that, when pulled, launches swords. Shin was particularly fond of the weapon. He shares with his group that he has gifts for them. Everyone learns from August about the impending battle with the Blusvia Empire. They all advise Shin to get away from the war. Everyone has high expectations for Shin, who vows to go to the battlefield if all of his friends are in danger. The Blusvia Empire's monarch is furious to learn that the army of the Earlshed Kingdom is ready for battle. He was hoping that Earlshed Kingdom was not in a position to send troops. Since last night, his troop, which Zist is in charge of, has vanished. Demons are reportedly appearing on the border, according to him. He gives them the go-ahead to expel the demons right away. The Earlshed Kingdom is also informed that the demons are attacking their advance guard and obstructing their path. Maria and everyone else are demonized by Master Strom. Strom asks Maria about her feelings, and she says she is feeling more powerful. The king of the Blusvia Empire finds Strom in his room, who kills him brutally. Strom talks to Earlshed's army, and everyone is shocked to learn that Strom is still alive. To increase each student's power, they level them all up. With the assistance of the training school, they conducted a training session. Shin informs them that Michelle has been his physical trainer. Since Michelle is regarded as a saint of the sword at the academy, other pupils are shocked to learn this. Shin advises that his group defeat a demon to gain greater strength and training. Some other members join their study group. Shin has an argument with another member named Miranda. They all make it to the furthest reaches of the jungle. Shin and his group allow the night training school to fight the demons first. Lord Siegfried tells Maria that she can be stronger if she recognizes her current level of ability. Shin feels a demon is approaching them from a distance, and they warn the night school students about this. A boar that is about to assault the students is encountered by Shin. In a single blow, he ends it. The night school students are chastised by the advisor. Then they learn that a horde of Tiger's demons is headed their way to attack them. Shin asks the advisor to let him handle the demons. He then causes disasters by using his magic abilities and exterminates all the demons in a single blow. Sicilian asks Shin if he is fine. Shin receives an apology from Miranda for her harsh behavior. Miranda says she had envy for them, but now she is ashamed. She also apologizes to Sicilian for hurting her boyfriend, and when Sicilian hears the term boyfriend, he is taken aback and feels shy. The trainee knights and students of the Magic Academy are in the jungle, where they encounter a bear demon. Shin kills the bear demon after they engage in combat. Sicilian heals the injured members with the help of her restoration magic. Shin discusses his study group with other students. Siegfried, a student at the Night Training Academy, is interested in studying magic with Shin. Shin instructs him to practice his magic control day by day. Claude and Messina are asked to create magical barriers for August to impress Siegfried. They work on mastering their magic. They are attacked by some demon beasts, but they fight back and manage to slay them while fighting together. They are all happy after defeating so many demons and completing their training. They all promise to use their influence responsibly rather than abuse it. August informs them that he has learned something concerning demons and that all of the participants in a conflict will be special forces. He tells them that demonoids are approaching the Empire. To combat the demons, they will need to bolster their strength. They choose to hold a camp at Sicilian's hot spring region so they can sharpen their skills and do magic exercises. Melita chooses to accompany them because all of the boys and girls are traveling alone without their parents. Merlin also wishes to accompany them. Melita enchants the horses they are using for their journey so that the horses cannot feel exhausted and carry on the journey. On their journey to the camp, Shin feels some demons are near them. They encounter numerous demons, and all the members try to combat them one by one and easily dispatch all of the demons. In the city of Claude, they are cordially welcomed. While taking a bath in the hot spring, Merlin says he feels sorry for Shin because he had never had a single friend before starting school. August is also happy to have Shin as a friend and cousin. The guys all praise Shin for making their lives worthwhile, and Shin thanks Merlin for having raised him. Merlin gets emotional to hear this. The girls are delighted to make friends with Shin and have a nice bath with Melita. Melita tells them the secret of her fitness is that she exercises by using the equipment made by Shin. All the girls wonder how Shin has so much information about the women, and Melita tells them that he has been doing experiments for a long time. Melita vows to teach all of them. All of the students are receiving education and training from Merlin, who is instructing them to increase their abilities. They all construct magical barriers, while Shin creates an energy explosion. August requests that Shin accompany him to the palace, where they encounter his sister May and his fiancée, Elizabeth. She introduces herself to Shin and asks August why he left her and May behind. May is a great admirer of Melita. August declines May's request to meet Melita and Ellis's requests to go camping for training. They are permitted by his father to go camping, and they get there with the use of a mystical gate. Elizabeth feels jealous to see that August gives importance to Shin. August counsels Shin to consider his feelings for Sicilian. He tells about his relationship with Elizabeth and how they have been together since childhood. Upon meeting Melita, Ellis and May introduce themselves and are delighted to do so. Sicilian's affection for him is made clear to Shin through their conversation regarding the future. All of them tease Sicilian for her bold conversation about their future. At night, Shin visits Sicilian and tells her how much he loves her. They both remember the time when they first met. She also confesses her love for him, and Shin then proposes to her and asks her to be his girlfriend. When they are about to kiss each other, all the students who are watching them emerge. Everyone congratulates him and teases Shin and Sicilian. Merlin and Melita are also excited to learn. Shin announces Sicilian is now his girlfriend, and August advises him not to neglect his responsibilities after catching up in the relationship. By using unique balls at the beach, they receive new magic instructions. They are allowed to use their magic only on the balls. They try to show off their best magic skills while playing. They all gather at night to talk about their memories and their childhood. August explains how he became intrigued by Ellis. He says that he took an interest in Ellis because she did not butter him like other girls. Maria complains that no one chooses her. On asking about her boyfriend, Yuri says that is her secret. To hear Melita's voice, they all hide. Shin hurts her with his hand when Sicilian, and he hide in bed. Melita gets angry because she believes Shin is dating a Sicilian. Shin and Sicilian are embarrassed to meet one another the following morning when they remember what happened last night. They chose to inform Sicilian's parents of their relationship. Sicilian takes Shin to her house, and both inform Sicilian's parents before leaving. Knowing that makes Sicilian's parents very happy. Sicilian's mother counsels them against dating because they come from a noble family and should instead be married. She also congratulates Sicilian because her long-cherished wish has been granted. May accepts Merlin's invitation to learn magic from him and Ellis. She works on some simple magic tricks. Master Strom is told by Maria that there is food scarcity in the Empire and discontent is increasing day by day. While Shin practices floating magic, everyone creates magical boundaries. They are all amused by Shin's body, floating magic tricks as he amuses them. May wants to fly, but Ellis dissuades her by warning that if she does, everybody will see her underwear. Shin shares the news of his engagement with Merlin and Melita. Melita is interested in going to Sicilian's home. When Merlin and Melita inform Sicilian's parents that Shin is not their grandson, they do not object. They agree to Shin's engagement with Sicilian. Sicilian's father says they accepted Shin because he values Sicilian and protects her. Melita apologizes to them for getting the wrong idea about them. Shin thanks Sicilian's parents and his grandparents. Shin and his entire team are prepared to enroll in yet another devastating course. They are all wearing uniforms enchanted by Shin. Shin informs them that they are going to take a class that would be dangerous. They will participate in genuine combat training. August informs Eli and May that they are not going with them. Shin provides May with a special long-distance communication item that she can use to contact them, as she will not be traveling with them. Except for Melita. All the students are happy to see the communication tool. Together, they all encounter a demon lion, and Shin asks 5 members to kill the demon lion. They easily killed the lion in a single blow. August says he can't wait to see Shin at his engagement party. On the day of the engagement ceremony, Shin is mesmerized to see Sicilian in an adorable dress. In the ceremony, the King of Earlshire announces Shin and Sicilian's engagement, and now they are both officially engaged. Everyone cheers at the party. The girls in his group receive floating magic from Shin, and they take pleasure in flying. May wants to fly, but Ellis again stops her. They all talk to one another through communication items. Strom is informed that the group has been attacked, and that the food supply has also been cut off. Mariah asks Strom why he hates imperial nobility and why he is victimizing commoners. Strom informs Miria that his goal is to overthrow the empire and that they have the power to destroy it. He thanks each of the people he has demonized. They all advocate for Strom to conquer every empire. He permits all demons to go as they like. Miria asks Strom why he has enmity for the empire, and he explains to him that he was referred to as Oliveria and that he valued simple people. His empire attracted visitors from other nations, which offended the dukes of those nations. He was well known among empires as a duke. The Duke of Bolsvia's dominion intended to transport Oliveria there. Oliver rejoiced at the invitation because he did not know they were plotting against him. His pregnant wife was concerned for him. Oliveria was allegedly involved in the kidnapping of commoners according to several fake police officers. They spread false news about him, and people began to hate him. They urged the common people to ruin Oliveria by saying that the police could not take action against him because he was a duke. The people set fire to his wife and his home before he reached them. He figured out who did this to him. He vows to get revenge on all the nobles. To exact revenge, Strom destroyed the entire Blusvia Empire. After hearing Strom's story, Willard and Lawrence discuss him, and Willard instructs Lawrence to launch a demon attack on the Kingdom of Swede. He says this will cause Shin to come to fight the demons. As Crown Prince, August swears to uphold the will of the people. He vows to devote his life to serving the nation. They get the news that demons have arrived at the border in the meantime. August introduces Shin to the nation and asks him to talk to people. Shin promises them that his group will defeat the demons very soon. He asks them not to worry. They give the name Ultimate Magic Group to their group. August gives the Ultimate Magic Group the order to kill demons in battle. They all use floating magic to go into combat. To confront the demons, the Ultimate Gang travels to the Swede Empire. The Swede Kingdom's army notices a red flare on the border, indicating that the demonoids have attacked their border. They give the command to inform the castle and ask the Earl's Empire for assistance. When demonoids assault them, they turn on their magic equipment. Shin is providing instructions to the Ultimate Magicians Group, which is close to the border. He instructs them to pair up at once and attack the demons. The demons assault a mother and her daughter, but Shin saves them and kills the demon. August makes his presence known and assures the citizens of the Swede Kingdom that they don't need to be concerned because the Ultimate Magician Group has come to their aid. He also tells them about Shin. Shin sent Sicilian to treat the injured. She advises Shin to take care of himself. A demon is killed in an attack by Lynn and Alice. They also rescue a man and transport him to a medical facility. Lynn asks one of the demons if he is doing this on Strom's orders. One of the demons tells Lynn that they were oppressed by the nobility. Everything was taken from them, which is why they always hate the nobles. Demons eventually locate the station and attack it, but Olivia and Mark defeat them. All the demonoids are surprised to see Shin's magic powers. A demon is frozen by Maria, but he sets himself free. Maria again attacks him, but he is unharmed and attacks her. He is carrying magic gear, but due to a lack of concentration, he becomes powerless and is killed by Merlin. The king of the Swede Empire is also watching the combat and surmises that the battle is almost over. Melita and Merlin are discussing Shin's fights, and they realize that the Ultimate Magic Group has done a great job. Demoniads do not admit defeat yet. Willard says that their plan was to draw out Shin and evaluate his strengths. He begs Mariah for help in attacking the Swede army. When a girl arrives and begs Sicilian to save her husband, she is already busy in treating injured people. Sicilian immediately rushes to heal the man, who is badly injured. Miria counters Alice's blow with a force equal to her own, knocking her to the ground. Additionally, she attacks other group members with no one able to fend her off. She asks Lin who they are, and they reply that they are the ultimate magicians. Shin kills many demonoids and then sees Lin and Alice captured by Maria. He encounters Maria and asks Yuri to see the other group members. Maria thinks Lawrence and Willard's plan has been successful. Shin then strikes her while she is hitting Lin between two rocks. She is perplexed by their unity and considers running away. August creates an energy explosion to eliminate the adversary after Shin requests that he save everyone by creating magic barriers. Shin attacks Maria, but she flees at once. They wonder if Maria is a soldier or a hunter. Shin is concerned about Sicilian, and he orders the group to find out more demonoids. Demonoids are advancing under Zest's command. Shin and August reach the aid station and learn that Sicilian is treating injured people. Sicilian makes every effort to cure the woman's spouse, but it is unsuccessful. She starts weeping after feeling helpless. She finally takes off her enchanted clothes so that the man can put them on and heal, but Shin shows up and covers Sicilian's body. He also heals the patient while praising Sicilian's work. He tells them that it is a miracle that the man is still alive because Sicilian healing magic kept him alive. After some time, the man's breathing is now stable. The man's wife shows her gratitude. Sicilian praises Shin and says she cannot duplicate his actions. Shin appreciates Sicilian, while all the other people thank Sicilian for saving them. They regard Sicilian as a saint who saved their lives. The demonoids attack, and Shin's bravery are reported to the king of the Swede Empire. August informs the king about Strom and his attack as well. August advocates establishing a stipulation between the two countries, and the king agrees because this matter can't be solved by one nation. When everyone in the group commits to saving the world, August assumes the burden of dealing with other countries as they celebrate their win. Merlin and Melita are happy to see the group. Master Strom is talking to Maria, Willard, and Lawrence about Shin. Willard thinks he should be grateful to Shin, who gave Master Strom a new purpose, or lash out at Shin. Master Strom tells Maria that he is waiting for her next report. The ultimate magic group departs for another nation, and all the people are present there to say goodbye to them. Before leaving, Melita advises them not to offend other countries. While floating in the air, Ellis and August are talking about Shin.